All right, what's up, Sim community? This is King Havo coming back at you with another video. And today we're going to talk about the Sim community and what areas we have to express our feelings and discuss games and reviews and opinions about where we are as a community, where the gaming companies are, how you feel about certain games, good, bad, or indifferent. And, last night I was looking at the SimHeads.com site, and, I've put it up, I built it, released it, I'd say it's been at least 4 to 6 months, somewhere around that time frame. And, every day or two, one or two people trickle in, and we're growing as a community. But I wanted to discuss the reason why I made that site and what the purpose was. So, as you can see on the screen, this is the OperationSports, and this is where most people go to discuss sports games. Okay, and they usually have around 2,000 to 3,000 people online at any moment. They have very good content. They have a number of writers that write for them. They have exclusive interviews they probably do with certain companies. So they're constantly putting out new information and articles, which I know makes them more appealing to a lot of people. But with that said, the forums are heavily moderated to the point where you can't say anything negative about a game, especially an EA Sports game. I mean, I used to be on this forum for the last 10 years or so, and it's my place. It was my place to go for all that information. And one, here and there I would hear guys, especially guys that are hardcore sim football fans, they'd make a comment about Madden football, and then before you know it, they're banned. Or they would say they could even call it trolling. They can walk in and say Madden's garbage just because they're having a bad day and they want to say Madden is garbage. And I think they have every right to be honest. I think that you should be able to express your opinion. I mean, if you're going through every forum and you're sitting there just spamming it with the same thing, that's a whole different story. But if you happen to just walk in and just share your opinion and say something like that, I mean, there's a certain threshold, and OS does not tolerate any of it. And it's just interesting because I know that they have a relationship with EA, whether they want to admit it or not. They're constantly pushing EA games. And I did some research when I was building my site, and the forums that they use are called vBulletin. If you guys want to look them up, it's a software that is older, and as you can see from their site, it has some customizations, but it's very simple and very it's just not that clean in my opinion. They have ads that are everywhere. That's the first issue I have. Anywhere you click, you get an ad. You get ads in between going to pages. If you're clicking around and you want to see, a certain forum, as you click around, you're gonna find that they throw ads in your face constantly. I mean, they're all over the screen. And as you move around, and this is an example, they have these ads that come in between you navigating through their site. They make you wait 30 seconds, or you can hit skip it, and you can skip the ad. But there are always ads in your face, and it's like choppy. There's an ad here, there's an ad here. There's ads in between the posts that people make. There's an ad on the bottom. I mean, there's ads popping up everywhere. And in my opinion, it's very unappealing to me. So I kind of set out to really try to find a new home for a lot of the people that like sports games. And I really don't have any agenda. I'm not trying to make my site an ad heavy site. Right now I don't have any ads. If I ever did have ads, it would be very lightweight. The the content that they have a lot of writers. They have people that are constantly putting out content, but the community is really what counts here. On the SimHeads.com site, you're going to see a total difference. It's a lot cleaner, in my opinion. There are no ads. You don't see one ad on here at all. There's some tweets. There's a Twitter add-on module that I added here that makes it that advertises just the SimHeads site's news to keep up with the latest news. There's new posts here that you can see on the right, the latest posts. You can see the new profile posts based on what people are doing. You can see who the latest member is. You can go to the member section. Right now we have 154 members. And all of these homepage articles here are really RRS feed straight from OperationSports. I'm a one-man guy. This is a casual site for us. I take whatever they're sending out as content and I put it here. So you have kind of the best of both worlds. You have most of their content that they show, but you also have a cleaner look, no advertisements. You have freedom of speech. But like I said, it's up to a certain degree. You're not going to come in here and just start spamming, or else you will get, you will have issues with your access. But there's all sorts of information. If you go to Sporting Game News, you're going to see all of this news from OperationSports. All these links here go back to OperationSports, and I have no problem with that. For SEO purposes, for me trying to make my site unique, it's not the best idea to make the site heavy on another site's content, but I don't care. It's not about that. It's not about trying to make this site the next, multi-million-dollar looking site. It's just a place that we can truly call home. And if you want to add your own content, you guys are obviously, allowed to. I've put out on the main page here, there's an article here that I have about being a sports writer. Do you want to come out and contribute and put your reviews on here? You can even put your YouTube channel. You can put, advertise your personal channels out here that you do your own reviews, or you have articles that you want to write. So, there's opportunity to make this site something better. And we're growing. Like I said, we get 1 or 2 users every couple days, and like I said, the content is not super original all the time. But what I'm finding is it's not that it's a ghost land, but there are certain people that are in here with traffic and involvement, and I just whenever I go back to OS, it just reminds me of how cheesy, how advertisement heavy it is, and the fact that what makes them so great. Like, why do people go to them? I understand the brand loyalty. I understand they've been there for a long time, brand recognition. They have very good SEO rankings on Google, so they're very easy to find. But at the end of the day, especially after being banned, it's like, why go here? It made me open my eyes to it. So this video is more just to showcase what we have here. If you're a Madden guy, we have Madden in here. Up here, we have current football gen Madden. Joe Montana's here from when all that talk was going on. We have all pro football, backbreaker. We have basketball games, baseball, hockey, soccer, golf, combat sports, and general section for all sorts of games. There's a lot of potential, with this website, and this, by the way, this software is called Zenforo, okay, and Zenforo is the next step I think the evolutionary, the newest state of the art forum software that you can basically get out on the market. I've customized mine heavily to make it look the way it looks, but the base software compared to vBulletin is Zenforo. And a lot of people who have been on vBulletin have upgraded to Zenforo. The guys who made Zenforo used to work for vBulletin, and they left because they wanted more. They wanted to make it better. So they made a whole new software, and it's taken off. There's so much that this software can do, and add-ons that people make constantly. And it's an awesome, awesome software for anybody who's even trying to create their own site. It's based on PHP, which I'm not the most familiar with, but it's not that hard. It's very similar to HTML. And you know, just to kind of give you an idea, you know, that's why I'm making this video, is that OperationSports is the old software. OperationSports has a lot of things here that drive you into spam and places you don't want to go. They're also, like I said, very power, you know, hungry, and they want to lock down the site to anybody who dares talk about anything, especially EA, which I think is hilarious. And this isn't a bashing OS video. This is just an observation and also a tour of what I do at SimHeads.com. I don't come here every day. I'm not trying, like I said, to push out content. I have a real job. I have a family. I'm just a regular guy like you guys. But whenever I come here and I look at OS, it's like, this place should be popping. This place should be totally like, everyone who enjoys sports video games should be putting as much as content as they want on here and having a good time. And that's what it's about. It's about creating a home for people who love their sports video games. And I think that we as a community deserve to have this type of a site. So if you guys, you know, I'm not looking for donations. There's a support. You know, I pay for all this on my own. Depending on how big we get and how much content we get, there may be times where, you know, I have to go and buy more storage. But at the end of the day, this is the start of something new that we can all kind of make our own. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Any thoughts you guys have on making this site more popular? Anybody that wants to contribute and take on some of the efforts to try to make this site something that really takes the same level of traffic that OperationSports gets, you know? I'd love to hear your thoughts, because I find myself kind of struggling to think. I understand that I'm not pushing out constant ads and marketing my site, and like I said, I don't sit home every day with a group of 5 writers constantly writing things, but at the same time, I know that there's a community out there, a very strong community that loves video games, sports video games. And I'm part of that sim community, you know, and anybody else that's out there that, you know, wants to join in, come on in. And, you know, this isn't about selling my site and, you know, your YouTube channel or whatever you have or Twitter account is going to go second. No. You guys do your thing. You guys have your YouTube channels. You have your Twitter accounts, your Facebook, Instagram, whatever you have. But this is a home. This is a home for us. And you can link your YouTube things on here. But I think we should be promoting this site. We should be promoting a member of the sim community and our sim community's voices. You know, we're all doing it in separate channels and areas, but, you know, independently. But we need to kind of come together as a group and have a place that we can unite. You know, anyone out there who's interested in doing this, anyone who knows someone who wants to pass along the word, you know, and wants to contribute or affiliate themselves with this site somehow, and nothing to do with money. It could just be content. I'd love to hear from you, because I think we have an opportunity here to share our voice and create our own home for the future. So let me know what you think. There's also, I've done some exclusive interviews here with certain game developers, one of them being Metalhead, Metalhead Software, I think they're called. And these guys, yeah, Metalhead Software, these guys created that Super Mega Baseball game. And, there's definitely opportunity nowadays to access the development companies that make these games, and they're very outgoing, and they volunteer to really give you as many interviews as you kind of want, no matter how popular your site is. So, we have opportunities to have our own content and create articles about interviews and reviews, and anyone who's interested, let me know, because I do think we need a place that we can call our own. And every time I look at OS, it's nothing but spam. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I want to see what you think about the future of this site and what things you think we can do to make it better. And I just want to see this thing take off. I want you guys to have a place where we can all share our ideas and have our own fraternity here, that we can freely share our thoughts. So that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like the site, don't. If you have any constructive criticism, I'd love to hear it. If you want to be a part of the site and you want to add certain content and you have any questions, let me know. If you guys say, oh, your site's garbage and we love OS, and turn off your site, whatever you want to say is fine. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you to share your opinions, and that's the whole point. This isn't about locking you down to one company or one opinion. This is about having a place where you can have freedom of speech and do what you want and enjoy the games that you love and have conversations about them and meet people. So with that, I'll end it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me hear your comments, and peace.